Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, next up is a Friday Night Live, what can we say, well-experienced human being, a veteran, if you will. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Allen, Nick Oswosky, if you're here, you're on deck. You are, in fact, a stand-up guy. Oh, boy, that is a Monday. Dude, if I wasn't sick, I'd give you a hug right now and, like, pick you up, give you a cup of tea, wrap you in a blanket, and say, hey, buddy, it's going to be okay. Caress your head. We could maybe watch a little Euphoria. You know, do a little hand stuff, nothing special. All right, Jason Allen, everybody. Ow!
Hi. If anyone knows me, you're probably thinking, Jason, you don't swear, you don't say inappropriate things, it's adults only, what are you doing up there, you wuss? But you don't know me. Sometimes, I give accounts of the game without the NFL's consent. Oh yeah. Sometimes when I'm making a right turn on a red after a stop, I only look both ways once. I live a life of danger. You can't stop me. But seriously, I'm not going to be up here that long, but I did want to share a story that I was reminded of recently, and it was my first experience with catfishing. Now, this happened back when I was 13, 14 years old, before it was even called that. I was at home, phone rings, my parents answer, and it's a girl wanting to talk to me. Unexpected, to say the least. So I pick up the phone, and this girl says her name is something like Liz White. I've long ago forgotten what name she actually used, but it doesn't really matter. She says that she had seen me around school, and she thought I was cute. Then she said she wanted to hang out with me sometime. She gives me her phone number, tells me to give her a call sometime. Now, being a teenage boy, hormones a-raging, you might think that I called that number before the electricity had even started to fade from the phone lines. I say unto thee, nay, because I knew something that she didn't know. I knew what I was like. I knew a girl might like me because of my mind. It was possible a girl might be interested in me for my personality. It was even conceivable that a girl might love me for my, dare I say it, soul. But being attracted to me because of my appearance? Not a chance in hell. So, secure in the knowledge that stuff like that did not, does not, and will not happen to me, I reached not for the phone, I reached for the phone book. If you haven't done with a phone book, quick summary. Back in the age before cell phones, nearly every home had a landline phone. And that would list the names of all the homeowners in your area and their phone numbers. If you knew someone's name, you could look up their number and give them a call. So I immediately started looking for anyone with the last name of White to see if any of them matched up with the number that she gave me. Of course they didn't. But then, because I had high IQ, low self-esteem, and way too much time on my hands, I started looking through the numbers to find a match. Number after number, page after page, until finally, somewhere in the R's, I found it. And I don't remember that name either, but it definitely wasn't White, definitely wasn't Liz. It had more of the flavor of Eduardo Rodrigo Villalobos Ramirez, chief metallurgist to King Charles V of Spain. This poor guy had no idea how close he came to getting a demented phone call from a confused teenager looking for a girl who didn't exist. And I never did find out who it was who was trying to trick me. And I was on red alert for weeks afterward. Like anytime someone came walking up to me like, are you the one? Just waiting for someone to say, hey, Jason, get any interesting phone calls lately? It was you! I mean, 13 years old. It was you! So I never found out who it was. And maybe you're an optimist. Maybe you're a romantic and you're thinking, you don't know it was a trick. Maybe it could have been his adopted daughter, different last name. If you can think something like that, then I truly applaud your faith in humanity. But I sincerely hope you're not doing anything with online dating, because that kind of attitude is gonna get you killed. Or if you are doing anything with online dating, I strongly urge you to look up the contact information for the producers of the MTV series Catfish, because I have a feeling you're gonna want to talk to them sooner rather than later, whenever Esteban stops returning your texts. And you're...
It won't fall.
Yeah, sure, says you. But yeah, you're probably thinking like, no swearing, no gross stuff, what a wet blanket. And yes, being a wet blanket in this situation is bad. Being a wet blanket in a fire is awesome. So much of your life depends on what kind of situation you're in. Like saying more power to you. That's a wonderful thing to say to someone in need of encouragement. Horrible thing to say to someone in the electric chair. Some days you're the hammer, some days you're the nail. Well, that's always said like being the nail is a bad thing. And granted, it's not the most peaceful of existences, but after those few moments of discomfort, think about it. A nail is what holds your furniture together. Nails are what hold your house together. We are the nails that hold society together. Being a nail is glorious. Was that over the top? Feels like that was over the top. I'm sure it's fine. But really, I feel sympathy for the hammer. Always smashing into things, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, never knowing a moment's peace until one day the handle breaks or the head cracks in half and it's thrown in the garbage, never to be thought of again. Feel some sympathy for the hammer.
You know what the noise a nail makes right before it fails? It's that creaking noise that's right above your head.
Why do you think I moved, dude?
I noticed it earlier. Have faith. Step over.
Yeah. So before I get hammered or nailed, I'm going to wrap this up. Hope you all enjoyed this. Have a lovely rest of the evening. Good night.
Jason Allen, ladies and gentlemen.